TheQuiniceshow. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Quinice. If you're a returning family member, what's up, y'all? We back in this thing. If you are new here, welcome. Make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe, and make sure you have your post notification bells on, because your girl is dropping videos all 2023. I know I've been going, y'all. I have a lot of information to give y'all. Basically, I'm gonna give you guys a story time though in this video, but I do have to give you guys a life update too, and that's gonna be in another video, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. So basically, I look crazy because I went ahead and dyed my hair because it was that time, and it's still short. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's short still. I still have the little short haircut going on right now, which I like. I think I'm gonna stick with this because I really do like it. My husband don't, but I like it. I went ahead, I had sandy brown before, but now I went ahead and did this. So hopefully it turns out right. Look like I did it right. I did a box dye this time. I'm at the point now where I'm just waiting for the 45 minutes for it to pass by so I can rinse this out, take me a shower, and get in the bed because your girl gotta work tomorrow. I still gotta, you know, make them coins. So anywho, we're doing a story time about my labor and delivery that I had with my daughter, who is 1 year old. Her birthday was in November, on November 23rd. That child decided to come a whole month early. And I've never had a premature baby before. I never had to go through any of that. So I just want to give you guys a little insight about that. Comment down below if you've ever had premature kids, or if you had a premature baby before. All the moms, make sure you guys comment down below and let me know. And I'm just gonna give you guys my labor and delivery experience in Arizona, because baby, it was a ride. It was definitely a ride. Not only did I ended up delivering my daughter a whole month early, you guys, I caught COVID in the midst of that. That's how she ended up having to come early, which I'm gonna talk about that in another video of how I dealt with having COVID pregnant, which was, don't recommend, do not recommend. I'm trying to tell y'all, do not recommend that crap. No, we're not doing that. No. So anywho, basically, like I said, my daughter was due December 23rd. I ended up having her November 23rd. I feel like she felt like she heard the date and was like, oh, it's time to roll up out this thing. Let me go ahead. No, ma'am. You're supposed to stay in the uterus. But like I said, y'all, I caught COVID, so that's what made her, it was just a whole experience. So basically, I'll get into how I dealt with COVID, how I caught COVID and all that stuff in another video, but we're here to talk about the labor and delivery. So that's what we're gonna do. So basically, I ended up having contractions starting the 20th of November, and they were bad. Like, they were come and go, but at the same time, you guys, I had COVID, which was crazy. So basically, I kept trying to fight them through, I called my doctor, let her know, like, hey, what's up? We have, I'm having contractions. I am only, I think I was like 33 weeks. I think I was 33 weeks. Don't quote me. I think I was 33 weeks though. So I'm telling my doctor, like, what are we doing? She would tell me to constantly, like, you know, try to drink a lot of water. We're gonna see if they're gonna stop on their own. If they don't, then I'm gonna need you to come in and we're gonna have to check you and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, fine. So they would come and go, but y'all, I'm not new to this, okay? This I've been doing this. I have 4 kids. I've been doing this. So, well, I had 3 at the time before I had her. So I know what it is. I already know what time it is. We there. We already know what time it is. So I'm constantly trying to just, no, this, I still got 4 weeks, I don't want to do this, all this other stuff. So I'm trying to get my body to, like, no, it's not time yet. Let's just stick it out. What are we doing? So I would drink a lot of water. I was trying to eat. I mean, once again, I was trying to get over having COVID at this point. Like, I wasn't eating or anything like that. So I was still in the symptomatics of the symptoms, and it was bad. Like, it was bad. So fast forward now to November 23rd. I wake my husband up because the contractions are not going away. I get my mom on the phone. I'm like, hey, we about to have this baby because she's coming. She's coming. She's about to introduce herself. So my mom's like, are you sure? Are you sure? Lady, I'm telling her on the phone, y'all. I'm calling her like, we've done this before. Like, this is baby number 4. Okay, I'm a pro. I'm a champ. Like, I know what it is. Like, just come get the other grandkids so we can go ahead and deliver her, because I know she's definitely coming. So I told her when my doctor told me, like, hey, if they don't stop, definitely get into the hospital and deliver. that's what the game plan was. So my mom went ahead and met me and my husband at the hospital. She ends up taking the other little ones that we had. Well, not even little ones, my older son and my other 2 kids or whatever. We ended up going into the hospital. I told my husband, I'm like, this is it. I know I'm not coming out. He's like, no, they're probably just gonna check you and send you back home or try to stop it. This woman's coming. There is no stopping. It's all green. It's green lights. We on the go. Shit. It's time to get it to going. So we, like I said, we ended up in the ER. And that was the first mistake. I should have went straight up to labor and delivery because the ER literally had to go through the whole triage process. Don't recommend. I delivered, where did I deliver at? Y'all don't even remember. I think it was Banner Thunderbird, which they stars is horrible. I gotta tell y'all, like, that hospital was not hospitaling, okay? It was horrible. I hated that I had to deliver there. I hated that hospital. I didn't like anything. I'm gonna let y'all know. That's why I'm giving y'all this whole labor and delivery experience that I had. So I delivered in Glendale. That's where I was at. So we go into the ER. We have to triage. The lady want to ask all these damn questions. I'm like, lady, this baby's kicking my ass. Can we come on? Because she's about to, like, rocking and rolling. She's ready to go. So basically, we gets registered, all this other stuff. They're like, oh, you should have went to labor and delivery. No shit. Can we get up there now? Like, come on. So they ended up rolling me up to labor and delivery. Now they have a bunch of questions for me. Ma'am, this woman, we need to come on because this is hurting. This is not what's going on. Mind y'all, when I had my 3rd son, I knew right when I went to the hospital, I had him 8 hours later. I already knew. I was timing it. So it was the same thing with her. I'm like, at this point, the uterus is already falling out. So come on, let's just go. So we get upstairs. They ask me all the questions. Hey, did you have COVID? Did you have this? Do you have this and that? I told them, hey, I just got over COVID literally like 2-3 days ago. So you might want to mask up. So the nurses just pretty much, they didn't test me out, which I think is crazy, to make sure that I was good. So, but my breathing and everything, I was still breathing heavy because I had the mask on. So I don't know if I still was exposed or what. No one knew. That's how ghetto it was, y'all. It was ghetto. So they put us in the room. They put me on the monitors, and they pretty much are watching her movements, how she's doing, constantly updating the doctor, letting him know, hey, okay, she's doing good with this. Her heart rate is dropping on this. So they constantly had me do different positions because when they had us on the monitors, when her heart rate started dropping, which was freaking me out. So I'm just like, I didn't come this far for this to happen. So basically, they went ahead and they informed the doctor, like, yes, she's actually in active labor. There's no way of stopping it. You want to proceed. What do you want to do? He's like, well, let's just watch her and see how she does. If her heart rate does continue to drop, meaning the baby, then we'll have to do emergency C-section. I was like, so y'all finna have to cut this stomach? I mean, it's a big ass stomach, but I'm saying you gotta cut it. So that was a whole situation, y'all. That was a whole thing. So I was scared because I'm like, damn, I ain't never had a C-section before. Comment down below if you've had a C-section before. Emergency C-section or regular C-section. I had emergency one, which it was not ideal. But I'd rather just plan it and know what it is. So I'm a vag delivery girl. So all my kids come out vaginally. I'm not used to getting cut. So when they told me that was the option, I was like, oh God, we gotta get through it. But when they told me that my baby heart rate was dropping, let's just go ahead and cut this thing. I don't give a damn. As long as she's out, she's breathing, I don't care. So basically they was watching it and she just kept dropping. So mind y'all, I'm crying, I'm a mess. My husband keeps telling me we're gonna get through it. Just let's pray about it, woo woo. And I'm like, do you not see what's going on, sir? Like, this is not working. So my nurse, which shout out to her. She was a really good nurse that I had in labor and delivery. She was really good. I just wish she would have had a better team to back her, if you know what I'm saying. So shout out to my nurses. Y'all really are the forefront. Like, they don't get y'all enough credit. So shout out, kudos to you. I thought about being a nurse, but my ass do too much. So that probably wouldn't be a good fit for me. I'll just stick to YouTube. So anyways, basically they go ahead and my nurse was telling my doctor, like, she was on it. So my doctor was like, nope, let's pull it. We're gonna do emergency C-section. Y'all, they gave me a shot of something. I don't even know what it is. Mind y'all, this is a year ago. They gave me a shot of something to take. I don't know if it was for antibiotics or whatever the case may be. But I ain't never had to drink a shot so damn fast in my life. Like, hey, can you take me out to dinner first? That wasn't the point. But, you know, we had to do. So they went ahead and gave me the little shot. I said a little shot. They went ahead and gave me the medicine that I had to take to prep me for surgery. So they prepping the OR. They told my husband, like, yeah, we're gonna do this. Go ahead, put your jumpsuit on, and we finna go ahead and get it going. So he was all for it, which he was a trooper. He was amazing about it. My crazy ass was still acting crazy, y'all. I was, oh my God, this, that, you know, doing all that because I didn't know what was going on. So we get to the OR. Everybody's in there. Shout out to my whole OR team because they did that. Like, they did that. And my anesthesiologist, he's a bad man. Like, he did that thing, y'all. He put that thing where it needs to be. So I didn't have to feel nothing. Because I told him I don't want to feel not a cuts. I can't feel it. I don't want to feel it. So I get into the OR. He's talking to me, you know, how to do the date of birth, all that stuff, prepping the bed. I saw a little baby bed, so I started getting emotional. Oh my gosh, she's going to be here. It's November 23rd, y'all. Mind you, it's November 23rd. She wasn't supposed to be here for 4 weeks. But what does she want to do? That thing is crazy now, okay? I'm gonna let y'all in. She's crazy. She's screaming now. I don't even know if y'all can hear the little crazy thing. But she's crazy. She definitely did her big one, okay? So I'm in there. They prep me. They do the spinal tap. I feel like the spinal tap is just like an epidural, but I could be wrong. It just feels the same to me. I don't know. So it is what it is. So comment down below too if you guys ever had a spinal tap. I have. I don't know what's the difference between that and epidural. They should just give me epidural, but hey, I'm not a nurse. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know. So they go ahead and prep me. I lay down. They go ahead. They say, well, we're gonna see if it works. So the anesthesiologist start poking me, y'all, saying, do you feel this? Do you feel this? Do you feel this? No, sir, I don't feel shit. So he's like, oh, okay, I already cut you. Well, no, he poked me. The doctor did. Sorry, my bad. Not the anesthesiologist. He did his thing. Okay, so I'm laying down. The doctor poked me and said, do you feel this? I said, no, I don't feel anything. So, okay, good. We're already cutting. What the fuck? Okay. Hello. How you doing? Perfect. Good night. Okay. So I'm all over the place. So after we did that, that's after we did that. So they cutting. She comes out. They finally get her out. They find her all in this stomach. They pull her out. I don't hear nothing. Y'all, I don't hear shit. I don't hear nothing. So I'm looking at my husband. We looking at each other like, I'm like, green light, good. I don't hear shit. I know I'm blind as hell with glasses, but I can hear motherfucker. So what is going on? And my husband's like, oh no, she's good, she's good. So they take her over to the, you know, the table where they weigh them and get her together. And she finally makes some sounds. I'm like, oh, okay, thank God. Woo, girl, because you just scared me. See, now she can't shut the hell up. That's all she do is yell now. So I'm like, okay, good. We're on to something. So she comes out. She weighs 4 pounds, y'all, and 15 ounces. I'm like, oh my God. I have a little lady. She's gonna be crazy because my mama is ratchet, y'all. She's crazy. So I don't see her. My husband's telling me everything. So I'm in a panic because I'm laying there with my arms. You know how C-sections are. For the mamas that had C-sections before, y'all know your arms out with the, you know, with they got you strapped down or whatever. They got the little girdle curtain in front of you so you don't see anything. Next thing I know, they rushed my baby to the NICU. I didn't even see her, which was like, oh my goodness. But my husband said she's gorgeous. I said, okay, make sure you take a lot of pictures of Miss Thing. Thank you. So they take her to the NICU. I take her to the NICU. No, they take her to the nursery first. And then they said that she wasn't able to hold her body heat or temperature. Like her temperatures were elevated. Like they would have to keep her on that bed to keep her warm instead of her regulating her own body temperature. That's what it was. So they ended up taking her to the NICU. Mind y'all, they sewing my shit back up. They putting me back together. Sewing me back up. Sewing me back up. So when I tell you though, my doctor needs to be in plastic surgery. Because you know what I'm saying? He could took this damn stomach with him. But he made the decision, you know, under how they put it below by your bikini line and stuff like that. Like, you can't even see the motherfucker. To this day, I can't see it. I know I got a big ass stomach. That's probably why I can't see it. But you know what I'm saying? He needs to go ahead and go and be a plastic surgeon. Go ahead and, you know, get this. He should took this gut with him. That's all I'm saying. Like, you could have just took the stomach, sir, with the baby. I'm just saying. Go ahead and do me a tummy tuck for that one little price. So after that, I go ahead and go to recovery. And that's when, you know, the medicine and all that started wearing off, and you know, the spinal type of stuff. I could feel my legs again because y'all, I couldn't feel nothing. I felt like all both my legs weighed damn near 755 pounds a piece. Okay, so my daughter's still in the NICU. My husband, I threw him out. I'm like, go, I'm good. Go and see what's going on with her. Go check on her. So he stayed down there with her. He would come back and check in between both of us or whatever like that. I'm like, okay, where's the food? Mind you, I haven't ate. Now that I'm feeling a lot better, I'm ready to eat. I'm ready to eat a big steak. Where's the food at? My nurse is like, oh no, you have to wait. Y'all did not, nobody ever told me having a C-section, y'all, we don't eat right away. What? We don't eat after you deliver? Out the vaginal canal? You can eat. Oh yeah, while they bathing, baby, whatever the case may be. But if you have this little person out of your stomach, they not gonna let you eat, honey. You're not gonna be able to eat nothing. You can drink some water, but you're not gonna get no food. Now, nobody told me that after you deliver this person, you don't get rewarded with a meal. That was my motivation when I delivered my other 3 kids. The motivation was the meal at the end. It was like a reward, like they say on TikTok. So I don't understand. So you can't eat. They need to change that. I'm gonna need them to change that. That's why I went ahead and made sure I ain't gonna have no more children, because I'm not going through that again. So, basically, I was in recovery and I'm telling my nurse, okay, when can I eat? She told me I couldn't eat right now. I'm like, okay, whatever. Meaning she meant I could not eat till later on that day, like later on in the night or possibly first thing in the morning, which that's crazy to me. I've never went with it. So, I'm in recovery. My husband's checking on my daughter. He's constantly telling me that she's doing good and stuff like that. So they keep her in the NICU just to watch her. That's what the plan was. Well, she was just supposed to be there for a little treat, little session. She wasn't supposed to turn that into like her home. Okay. It's lonely because I don't have my baby. My first thing was, let me see my baby. I want to see my baby. I'm about to get my ass up with these wobble ass legs and do the wobble to go see my daughter because I want to see her. So like, oh no, we can bring her to you, or we can roll you down there. That's what they said. They're gonna wheel me down there to see her. My nurse go ahead and take me down there. Well, actually my husband rolls me down there, and there's tears because I can finally see her. I can finally hold her. I can finally get with her. Like I can bond with her. Mind y'all, with this pregnancy, I really was abstinent and wanted to advocate for myself to make sure I breastfeed. I wanted to breastfeed this time because all my other children, I did not do that. But with her, I really wanted to try. I wanted to try because the formulas are not formulating anymore, y'all. Like, I really don't like baby formula like that. It fed my daughter now, but don't get me wrong, it did feed her now. But what I'm saying is, I really wanted to breastfeed. I really did. So I was trying to do that. After we're down there and seeing her, like I said, I want to breastfeed, and I'm mad that I couldn't do that. So I'm holding her, and she has like a feeding tube in her because she's not getting enough nutrients. Like, she's not eating well. So that was freaking me out too. But her nurse was a travel nurse, which I forgot her name, but she was amazing with my daughter. She was awesome with her. Like, I literally slept down there. Like, I really never went to my room while she was in the NICU or whatever. I thought she was gonna be there just that 24-hour period to watch her, like they said, but she ended up being in the NICU, guys, for like 4 days. Yes. Mind you, when you give birth, they either kick you out at 3 days or they kick you out at 4 days or 2 days. One of those. I think vaginal is 2 days. Or 3 days. And C-sections, I know here in Arizona, was 4 days. So I was there for 4 days. So let me get back to after I bonded with her and everything like that. So now, like I said, I would bounce in her room all the time. It was nice. They were welcoming. Like, the NICU nursing staff was amazing. I didn't have any problems with them. The problem for me came from my own staff. For me. Like, the crazy part. So CNAs don't like to be CNAing no more. And you know what? I get it. I used to be a CNA, so I understand it. But if you're working with a mother and you know that I don't have my daughter in this room with me, I'm fighting postpartum depression because that crap is real. I'm an advocate for it. I always get it later on after I give birth. I don't have it right then and there, but I do get it. Like, I want to say my baby's like 4 or 5 months when I start noticing my depression kicking in. So I am definitely a postpartum mom. But if you know that for my CNAs that you see that the mother is struggling, like, mind y'all, I just had surgery basically, and my experience just was trash. Like, it was horrible. The nurse on my sides the maternity nurses were horrible. Postpartum nurses, I mean, were horrible, especially my CNA. So basically, I asked her to help me get out of bed. She wouldn't help me. Fired her and the other nurse because I'm not gonna be treated like that. Like, I'm not disrespecting you, don't disrespect me. That's how I am. So I went ahead and get a different team. The other team was a lot better. I mean, I feel like it was all right, but it could have been better. I've been a CNA before, so the care that I provide for my patients is the same care I wanted. I didn't get that, but it is what it is. My room, they never changed my sheets, y'all. Like, it was bad. They never changed my sheets. You know how they're supposed to change your sheets every day or when you take a shower or whatever? They never did that. The shower was disgusting. Like, I hated showering there. I felt like I was literally in jail. That's how bad the shower was. It was like a little closet. It was horrible. It wasn't a suite. It wasn't a postpartum suite. Like, when I had my kids, my son in Iowa, it was beautiful. It was nice. The staff was awesome, whatever like that. But the staff in Arizona was not, it was not that. It was bad. I didn't like that. The hospital was just not doing all that. After a while, you know, they tell you have to walk. After a C-section, they want you to walk. That's fine. I'll walk. But if I'm not up to it or I want somebody to walk with me, that shouldn't be a problem. So they would, I would walk to the NICU every time I get, every chance I got, just to make sure I was spending time with my baby. Like, just make sure she knows I'm there, I'm present. She was doing good. It's just that she was, you know, getting her milestones. You know, it took her a minute than most people. My mom would motivate me, and my cousin would tell me, like, hey, you need to get through this. Because I was like, man, I want her to come home, whatever like that. They kept telling me that she wouldn't come home because how she was, her health wasn't, she wasn't progressing like they wanted her to. And I was like, no, I'm not leaving this hospital unless my baby's leaving with me. Like, that was it. So basically, I kept showing up for my baby, and she kept showing up for me. And basically, y'all, we ended up going home. But I would never go to that hospital and have a baby ever again. My experiences was bad, horrible. They even, like, it was just horrible. I do not recommend Better Thunderbird. Don't ever go there. I don't recommend it. The NICU, yes. The baby can stay there. But the postpartum, I don't know what happens to them nurses. I don't even know they should be nursing because it was horrible. It was a really bad experience for me, and I don't recommend that for anybody. All my other births have been wonderful and beautiful. I've never had a problem, but this one was just trash. I hated it. So basically, sum up the story a little bit. We did end up going home on that 4th day while people are telling me that my baby was not going to come home. And when I even try to advocate for myself, like, okay, well, she's not staying in this hospital, I'm going to move her to Phoenix Children's Hospital. The nurse, not the nurses, the head, like a director or something, I don't know what she was over. She told me, she laughed at me and said she wasn't going anywhere. Who ain't going nowhere? Lady, you got me effed up. My baby's definitely leaving here. Y'all will have this straight ambulance from her damn mama because I'm transferring her care. That's what the fuck I was doing. I was going to do that. So, don't recommend. Do not recommend. Like I said, that was my birthing experience. Basically, my daughter came a whole month early, like I told y'all. She was in the NICU. My experience at the hospital was trash. I wanted to breastfeed, like I kept telling y'all, and it never happened. They never. I even asked for somebody to show me because I've never done it before. And they spun me. It was crazy. So I would never have a kid at the hospital ever again if me and my husband decided to have more children, which we're not. He might as well go ahead and cut it out because we're not. But that was my birthing experience, you guys. I kind of went on a tangent about everything else. But make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe. We are on a road to 100, you guys, and we are doing phenomenal. We appreciate y'all supporting me, and I will continue to make content for you all. And make sure you guys hit that like button. And make sure you guys comment. I want to start talking to y'all. Like, come on, let's intertwine. Let's get it going. But I will see you guys in the next video. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I will have another video dropping. Like I said, I have to give y'all an update video. You guys will get that soon. And I will see you guys in the next video.